This is Siren, your food critic for the Commoner. So yesterday I ordered from a place called the Original Ninfas. It's a Mexican restaurant. Immediately after I ordered, I called to reinforce my special instructions that I sent them through the Grubhub app, which was no cheese. And then I called to verify that there was no meat in the vegetable fajitas, because in the picture it looked like a big piece of meat that was nicely sliced, and I just clarified with him that there was no meat in the vegetable fajita, and he was like, oh yeah, no meat. And he started telling me what was in it. So what I actually saw was a very nicely sliced giant portobello mushroom. My favorite. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. So when it came, I used one of my coupons under the My Perk section. So I paid like $15 for it, and it includes the tip. I love using those coupons. So anyway, when it came, I had this big, nice bag. You know, those big bags like you get from Olive Garden when you order takeout. This big, nice bag, everything nicely contained. This big, huge tin with these bell peppers, portobello mushroom. I didn't even know it had grilled onions in it. I didn't see that till after I ate like 3 of my fajita wraps and, you know, building it. What else? Green bell peppers, red bell peppers, big, thick strips of portobello mushroom, grilled nicely too. You could smell that it had been grilled. Zucchini, squash. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. And then there's a container of, you had a choice of like refried beans or black beans. I chose black beans. The way they made my black beans, the consistency of it was just like the refried beans, only it was black beans. And so I put that on there. I had guacamole. I had now the sauce, this tripped me out. I had 2 sauces. I thought I had a choice of 2 sauces to put on the fajita, the salsa and then the avocado ranch. What I discovered after I ate my serving, and I still had some food left over, because they don't give you enough tortilla shells. They only give you 3 in the little wrap, and that's not enough to finish it. You have a lot left. Like, you have enough food left over for probably 2 or 3 more tortilla wraps. And so when I got finished with everything, I realized that the salsa was for the chips. So they actually sent me the complimentary chips and dips, which I think is so cool, because normally you get that when you dine in. When you're ordering out, whatever the complimentary stuff that you get when you dine in, they don't send it to you when you order in. So I really like that, because it came as a good snack for me later on during my workday. And then I just saved my ranch, what do you call that? Ranch avocado. I think it's ranch avocado, I'm guessing, because it looks kind of green and creamy sauce, which was what was supposed to go on there. But oh yeah, it also came with rice. I don't know if I mentioned that. And pico de gallo. So on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the greatest, for the food quality, I would give it a 4.5. The reason I would give it a 4.5, I still needed to add butter and garlic salt to kick up the flavor of the vegetables. They were grilled nicely, but they weren't seasoned. So I had to add that. I melted some pressed olive oil, butter, and added some garlic salt to kick up the flavor. And once I did that, it tastes perfect. And also they get a 4.5 and not a 5, because there wasn't enough tortilla shells to eat the entire meal. Like, you order in for a reason. You don't want to make a run to the store and go get more tortilla shells. So yeah, that's the score that they get for me. Would I shop there again? Yes. And I'll put in a special phone call and say, I need some extra tortilla shells. This is your food critic for the Commoner. We don't do those fine tablecloth, fine dining restaurants. We go to those little hole-in-the-wall places where you wonder if it's worth your time, if it's worth your time when you're driving home from work, school, or church. Like, subscribe, and share. And if you want me to check out a restaurant in your area, drop it below in the comments. I do travel. This is Houston, Texas, signing off.